Okay, we're back on the Appalachian Trail again, ready for another trip. This is where we left off, Laurel Creek from the last time. A few months ago, back in April. It's, what is today? June 24th, 2023. We are going to head on across the road, up this way. For this trip, we're planning roughly 120 miles is what we're shooting for, over 8 days I think. So there's where we left off at Laurel Creek. We're going to see if we can get through Bland, Virginia, Paris, Virginia, and up towards Blacksburg by the end of the trip. We'll see you down the trail. She's just having her breakfast. Hey, Mom. How cool is that? Hey, Mom. There's a good shot of you. Good size. And that's all within the first mile. We're heading uphill. Chance all day of thunderstorms. I'm sure we're gonna get wet. Everything is slick and muddy. Okay, looks like we are entering the dark and ominous green tunnel through the rhododendrons. How cool is that? Spooky. Bet it feels good in the middle of the summer though. Nice long tunnel. We've gone about not quite 2.5 miles. We did leave at 4 a.m. from Richmond, Kentucky this morning to get here. It took us 4.5 hours maybe. Here we go. Got just a little bit of a view here over our left shoulder. Look how pretty. You can see the clouds are still kind of low, hanging way over the mountain there in the backdrop. That's where we're headed. Pretty, pretty. That's where we come from. Gonna be a beautiful day. Look at this guy. Big old owl. Sitting right over where I need to go. There's my trail. There's Mr. Owl. I'm kind of afraid to go underneath him. He might get me. How cool is that? That's the first owl I've seen on the trail. Hard to make out with the sun behind him. Yeah, see him? Way up there. Let's see if I can get a little closer. Hey, Mr. Owl. What you doing, Hootie? See him? Oh, he turned his head. There he is. I'm gonna see if I can get past him here. I'm kind of afraid. Is that silly? Good, we got a little camp spot here. And if you look, bam. I don't know if you get a sunset or sunrise here. Look how gorgeous that is. Wouldn't mind spending the night here. I'd like to live right down there. Wouldn't that be cool? It's gorgeous. That's the way we're heading. Looks like we're coming into a pretty cool section. Looks like there must have been a burn here once upon a time. Whether it was a wildfire or a controlled burn.
You can see a little bit of a view out there. We actually got some blue skies. We might have lucked out today. But this is what we're walking through. We've gone almost 5.5 miles. We might have a place to stop for lunch in another 2 miles. Brushy Mountain Outpost might serve us up a burger and fries for lunch if they're open. Look at that. How pretty. Head north. Looks like we got a little bit of a road walk, kind of forestry road here. You can see we're following the white blazes. Not sure how far we have to take this. We'll find out. We've gone about 6.9 so far. It's probably getting close to noon. See you down the trail. Continuing our little road walk. This is the view we got. Oh, cool. That's where we came from. Blue skies. How gorgeous. This is our view. We got these big old power lines. That's not nice. That's where we're going. Right around the bend. See where it takes us. Getting ready to cross over Interstate 77. That's the road we came in on. And Brushy Mountain Outpost way over there is not looking promising for lunch. So we might have to have us a seat right here. Enjoy this view and enjoy a Cliff Bar. We're gonna walk over there and see, but I'm hopeful.
Okay, we took us about a 15-minute lunch break. We have some Cliff Bars, some trail mix. Brushy Mountain Outpost down there didn't give us no cheeseburger. They were closed. That's where we came from. That was my lunch view. Beautiful. I-77 through the mountains. And we're heading north. Gonna cross over. See you in a bit.
Okay, we've made it to the junction for Helvey's Mill Shelter. It's about 1/3 of a mile there, but 1/3 of a mile back. We don't need any water, don't need to use the privy, so I'm not going an extra half a mile or more, 0.6, to see a shelter. We're gonna continue down the AT for the day.
Well, looky who I found showed up on the trail and brought me a Coke Zero to celebrate a major accomplishment. Look on the ground back there, can you see it? 600-mile marker, 600 miles on the Appalachian Trail today. So we'll celebrate with Coke Zero. And he's already scoped out Bland, Virginia, and it doesn't look like there's any place other than a Subway or a roller hot dog to celebrate tonight. So we'll see what we can do. We are almost to the end. Be 16 miles for the day, and we are tuckered, but 600 miles. Whoop, whoop.
We got a few rhododendron blooms left on the trail. A couple over there. Not too many. Over there. But they're pretty when you see them.
Well, we made it into day one, over 16 miles to Virginia 611. Pretty day, made pretty good time, better first half than second half. It wore out the second half, no doubt. Oh, Grandpa's here to pick us up. Heading down the gravel road, and we'll pick up there tomorrow. But let's go see if we can find something to eat and somewhere to rest our head for the night. See ya.
We are hitting the Downshift Diner for some good grub. Grandpa can't wait. Okay, we got our deluxe accommodations on the Appalachian Trail with a mountain view. Look how pretty this is. Blue skies. We didn't see no rain tomorrow. Unfortunately, the DQ down there is closed. But we are at the Big Walker motel. We got the 3 crosses, American owned, can't beat that. Got the gazebo. This is it, the office. Here's Grandpa, we're number 10. We got a steam engine down there, another gazebo, got all kinds of chairs. This is what we got. Got a clean room and a soft bed, that's all that matters. See if we can maybe get a sunrise, sunset. We'll see. And here is the Cadillac style motel room. Whoop, whoop. Sleep good tonight. Okay, day 2. That's where we come from out there. There's Grandpa. That's where we're heading. We're gonna do either 10 miles today or 25 miles today. My guess will be it'd be 10. I don't think I got 25 in me, but heading from here, Virginia 611 to Virginia 606, and I think right at Virginia 606 is Trent's Grocery with a deli counter. You know what that means? Cheeseburgers, french fries. I don't think it's open today, so we'll get let down twice probably in one day, but we're heading down. See what we can get into. Well, here's our deluxe accommodations on the Appalachian Trail. We got the Jenny Knob shelter. Sleeping accommodations for probably, maybe 6. Got our mouse defeaters, American flag. Another mouse defeater there, if you can see it. Got a nice picnic table, fire pit. You can see the privy way back there in the background. Okay, we've made it up and over Brushy Mountain. Made it past Kelly Knob, I think it's Kelly Knob Shelter. And heading up upon Virginia 608 up here. Gonna cross over and head on to Virginia 606. But we're about just over 4.25 down the trail. Picked up Bigfoot here. And it turns out to be a nice day. I hear the road down there. Let's see what we can get into. Well, we've been climbing for the past mile, and according to my guides and app, this is where the power lines come through. And with this cutout, we're supposed to have a view right here. Can you see it? There's the power lines. There's your view. Might get a little bit better up here. Maybe. A little bit. Check for snakes. There's your view. That's all you get, folks. Coming into a bit of a meadow here, or a valley. Walking through the tall grass, trying to watch out for the rattlers and copperheads and ticks. There's probably a few. Should be coming up upon Virginia 606 here real shortly. But this is what we got. Pretty cool. Getting into some sunshine. We got the blue skies. And we're coming downhill. That's the best of all. Okay, the grass is getting taller. It's about shoulder high. Trekking poles are useless. If you go down, you go down. See the trail behind me. I can see the road way down in the valley in front of me, so we're getting close. The grass is tickling the armpits. See you down there. Okay, can you see a trail here? Because I can't hardly. Oh, there it is. Look at this. Gorgeous day. Looks like we might be heading back in the woods. I thought I saw the road we were heading to. Well, we made it to the end of our day, day 2, 10 miles. We're gonna cross over the suspension bridge over Kimberling Creek. And Grandpa's vehicle's right over there. He caught up with it. He made it back up to the meadow and back. Saw Black Snake, battled him, and won. But yeah, we're getting ready to cross over this bridge and be done for the day. Here's your bridge. A little bit shaky. Oh, a lot shaky. Here's what we got. Here's Grandpa. Here's the other view. A couple guys fishing down there. This is Kimberling Creek. Shaky bridge. One last quick shot of the suspension bridge there over Kimberling Creek. End of day 2, 10-mile wrap up. Let's go get something to eat. Okay, day 3, we're back at Virginia 606 at the suspension bridge we just finished up at. We're gonna head to Sugar Run Road today, about 15, 16 miles. We've got, let's see, a waterfall. We got a shelter with a dark history we may go see. We got some views. Hopefully we're gonna have a good day. Weather came through last night. It's gonna be slippery. See you down the trail. I just turned to my right and look who I find looking at me. Isn't she beautiful? Right up the rock she goes. Going through another rhododendron tunnel this morning. Green tunnel. A lot of those we've seen are in bloom. It's pretty. Heading to Dismal Falls. Probably got another mile. It's about a third of a mile off trail. Third of a mile back on trail. See that little bloom there? Getting ready to pop. Pretty morning. Just see those up there, all in bloom. Beautiful morning to be in God's creation. Watching out for the bears and rattlesnakes. Any big boulders. But this tunnel goes on and on. Anybody know what those are? There's where we're headed. Well, we made it here to Dismal Falls. About 2 miles in. There it is. Going right down and over. Going down the creek there. Might jump off, see if I can do a cannonball here. What do you think? Dismal Falls. I'm gonna see if I can get down at the bottom there and get a better picture here. There's our shot of Dismal Falls. I'm practically standing in the water. It was not easy getting down here. Had to do a little bit of rock scrambling, but how pretty is that? Worth the half-mile side trip off the trail, I'd say. Probably deep enough to get a little bit of a swim or a bath in. They're on the trail for a few days. Rock cliffs up there. Plenty of rock jumping if I wanted to try and get out further in the middle of the creek. Clear that is. That's Dismal Falls. Nothing dismal about it, I don't think. Other than the hike back up the hill. Very pretty. Looks like I found Bigfoot again. Look, he made it to the other side. Grandpa.
Made it to Dismal Falls. Look at there. I ain't trying to get over there. I might go for a swim. And this is some of the trail to get back up and over to the top of the falls. No, I did not come down that. That was an option. I scaled this instead. Looked worse from the top than what it does from the bottom. We can shimmy on up there. Again, back up at the top of the falls. The water's coming down. Pretty cool. There's Grandpa trying to figure out how to get down from the other side. Very nice. Worth the side trip. But we gotta go. Heading north. More to see. Stay tuned. Just another quick shot of Dismal Creek here. We're just hiking through the rhododendron there, all along the creek over our left shoulder. Just nice and quiet. Just the noise of the creek and the birds. And me huffing and puffing. We're heading down the trail. Oh, we come across a road crossing. Make sure we look both ways. That's where we've been. This is where we're going. Still working our way towards Wapiti Shelter. But another 2.5 miles, I believe. We got another deer here. Seen lots of deer tracks. Earlier I scared up 3 of them. Can you see her? Right there she is. Scared up 3 of them earlier. There she goes. I got deer number 6 for the day. This one's just off my left shoulder. Standing there looking at me. Looks like a young one. Still got a couple spots there on the front leg. How cute. Not afraid of me. Look at this big old pond. Don't know that I'd want to swim or drink out of it. Maybe people do. Guess see a fish in there. I think we're probably going to go around the other side of that. See some tables over there. We'll see. Just another view of the pond. Pretty neat, pretty spot to camp. Looks like lots of cleared spots over there. Trail goes this way. Overgrown spot here. That's where it came from. Okay, we got deer number 7. Can you see her? Just in the woods there. Don't see anybody else with her. Got her head down. Pretty cool. See if I can get a better shot here. There she is, looking right at us. Hey there, girl. Pretty neat. See anybody else with her? Bugs are getting me here, so I'm going to move on almost to the shelter. Okay, as you can see, we made it to the Wapiti Shelter. Not too big, maybe room for 6. Got your fire pit, picnic table, just a sleeping platform with one single mosta feeder. Wapiti. We have our privy back over there.
water source we crossed on our way in. There might be another one somewhere. Lots of tent sites here. But this is Wapiti Shelter. Very nice. The history behind this is that back in the 80s, there was a double homicide, I believe, here. I don't know all the details. I know I've heard them, but they've torn that shelter down. Looks like it was back in the 80s and built this one back. So a lot of people won't spend the night here. But that's the Wapiti. Okay, we are leaving Wapiti Shelter. We're back on the Appalachian Trail. We've got 2.5 miles, trying to stay out of the mud here. 2.5 miles to climb Sugar Run Mountain. About a 1,500 foot climb. About 7.5 miles to the end of the day to Sugar Run Road. Got a couple views once we get to the top. We took advantage of the facilities at Wapiti Shelter. Had some snack, had some water. And we are heading up, going through the green tunnel. You can hear, I think it's still Dismal Creek beside us here. It's a beautiful day. I'm huffing and puffing because we're already climbing. See you at the top. Just give you a little trail time here. We're almost to the top of Sugar Run Mountain. Look at all these ferns. A little bit of view. I think that's Windburn Valley. But lots of rocks on the trail right now. This is pretty. Try not to fall. Still going up, but getting closer to the summit. Well, we've made it to the top of Sugar Run Mountain, made it to the summit, and they say this is the view we get of Windburn Valley. What a view. Need to take down some of those trees, but I'm sure it's pretty down there. Look at the blue skies. That's Windburn Valley. This is the trail we're on. We got one other view up here, supposedly. Hopefully it's better than that. Pretty flowers. Got our mountain laurels there. Mountain laurels here. This is our trail. Heading to Sugar Run Road yet. Probably another, 5 miles or so. Hopefully we'll get there sooner or later. I am tired. That climb was horrendous. Lots of rocks. Maybe this is our view. Let's go up here. Oh, this might be more promising, people. Stay tuned. Hopefully no snakes. Oh my, look at this, guys. Watching for snakes. This is the view we needed. Still no snakes. That's it. Windburn Valley. How cool is that? This is what we're standing on. That's where we came in. You can see some rhododendron blooms over there. Windburn Valley. Gorgeous. Might sit here a minute. Look at this, guys. AT came up just behind that radio tower of some sort there. Came right up over here through this outcropping. And boom. How beautiful. Look at that. Whoa, my. mama. I don't like heights, but that's gorgeous. Another view of Wilburn Valley there, right off the Appalachian Trail. Hear the bird behind me. The skies are blue. Look at that. How many mountain ranges back there can you see? Again, Wilburn Valley off the Appalachian Trail, off of Sugar Run Mountain. Heading down from here. Grandpa's waiting. Get something to eat and a big old Coke Zero, hopefully. See ya. Y'all, look how cool. You can see the shadow of the clouds moving over the mountains there. How cool is that? This is our trail. We're just over 15 miles, 15 and a quarter. We got another 1.7 to go to Sugar Run Road. Just walking through the weeds. Snake infested weeds. There's our white blaze. Okay, I can see Grandpa's car up there. That means it's end of day 3. We're nearing 17 miles for the day. That includes our little hike off the Dismal Falls and the little overlooks and the shelter. So 17 miles for day 3. I am beat. Now the plan for the rest of the day is we're gonna head home, work 2 days, pick up Gina and come back out for 5 more days. We had hail go through our area at home last night, lots of storm damage. So lots of broken out windows, damaged cars, stuff like that. So we're gonna see what we got going on at home and at the office. Hopefully nothing too big. But we're gonna go get a Coke Zero and a drink and something to eat. There's Grandpa. See ya.
Okay, we're back at Sugar Run Road for day 4. We've gone home for 2 days. We picked up a straggler there, Gina. That's where we came out a couple days ago. Going back into the woods, right up here up the trail. We're gonna try about 16 miles for today. Staying at Woods Hole Hostel tonight. Get some good food. You can see the car back there in the background. What do we got today? We got a couple views, a shelter, maybe some rattlesnakes, bears, lions and tigers and bears, but we're heading up that way. See you down the trail.
Well, we made a little over a mile to the first view. You can see it's very smoky from all the Canadian wildfires. But look over here. Way off in the distance there on top, see those towers? That's where we were at the end of day 3. We've come a little ways. That's our view. Booyah! Beauty in the woods. Let's get down the trail. Made it to Doc's Knob Shelter. Just a nice little, about 6-8 people in there. Nice deck on it. In the laurels, mountain laurels, rhododendrons. Well, we made it for the halfway point for the day, about 8 miles. We're out on the Paris Ledges. I assume we're looking out over Parisburg somewhere, Paris Valley, I don't know. That mountain there is what we just came over. Pretty hazy day. We're heading another mile yet to Angel's Rest Rock. Probably have lunch there. Good old PB&J made by Gina herself. Not sure if this is Angel's Rest Rock yet or not, but kind of a cool section of the trail. A little bit of rock down through here. Coming on down, trying not to fall. Little bear's den in there, snake pit, whatever you want to call it. Another one over there. Don't hear anything growling. Gina coming down up there. All kinds of little crevices for critters to hide in. That might be Angel's Rest Rock, I don't know. Didn't really see any kind of overlook yet. Oh, I guess that answers our questions. Angel's Rest View Rock, that way. I guess we're going over this way. Probably up there. Here she comes around the bend. Whoop whoop. In the home stretch. Okay, we are calling day 3 in the books. Coming out on Virginia 100. Mile marker 637, I think. Paris Cemetery. That'll put us at 12 miles for the day. We're calling it short today. We got on the trail late and dinner time's at 6, so we want to be cleaned up, heading to Woods Hole Hostel for their world famous cuisine. Let me show you what we're coming out to. Okay, here's Virginia 100. Grandpa should be waiting. Nice view, probably be some deer in here in the morning. This is where we'll start back out. See a couple people waiting down there at the trailhead. Well, let's go get a shower and get some dinner. Heading to Woods Hole Hostel. Okay, day 5. I'm at the intersection of Pocahontas Road here and Clendenin Road. Grandpa and Gina are leaving me. They're gonna go chase waterfalls today. Well, I hike 16 miles down Pocahontas Road here, or just starting out on Pocahontas Road. 16 miles for the day. Gonna see if we can't make it up and over Peters Mountain to Peters Mountain Trailhead. So we're gonna see what we can get into. Missed the rain this morning. Hopefully it'll be clear, but it's gonna get hot up to 80 degrees. So we'll see you down the trail. Got some pretty pink rhododendron blooms there. Right off the trail. We're climbing about 3 miles up, 1,500 feet in elevation gain. How pretty. Let's see, we're only about 3/4 of the way in, but got a little bit of a view through the power lines. Saw another owl, but it kind of flew away before I could get the camera out. We're still climbing, huffing and puffing. The trail time this morning, still huffing and puffing, climbing up the rock scramble here, hopping over the rocks. See where we want to go, take our path. And on. We got us a little snake. About stepped right on top of him, scared me to death. Then he came right towards me. Hearts are racing, but it's just a little garter snake. We're still climbing, of course. He's just chilling out. I was just thinking, all these rocks are dry full of snakes. And there he is. Pretty cool feller. And see how quick he can move. Should take him home to the girls. Make a good pet. See you down the trail. Here's our trail right now, folks. Can you see any snakes on those trails? Are my legs getting soaking wet? Oh, we got this nice little fence crossing here. Look at that. Supposed to climb that over the fence, but look here, there's no fence there. Ha! April Fools. Okay, we've made it about 2.5 miles in, not quite to the top, but we've made it to Rice Field Shelter. I'm not gonna walk down there because we can see everything from here. Save me the steps. You can see that nice little standard shelter on the Appalachian Trail. That one sleeps 8. You can kind of see the green privy back behind it. Zoom in a little bit more. Log structure looks like. Looks pretty overgrown. Privy. Lots of campsites, fire pit. Blue skies. Look where we're at, guys. Let me show you. That's where we come from. Hard to see the trail. I'm soaking wet. It rained last night. Shoes are drenched. Look over here. This close to the shelter. You come up here, have a fire in the evening, and take advantage of this. Look. Hoo-ha. Here's down to Parisburg. That's where we're going over there. How gorgeous is that? There's where we come from. Rice Field Shelter. Fire pit. Gorgeous. Plenty of tent sites up here. Still hazy view from those Canadian wildfires, but that's pretty. God is good. Look at this view, guys. How pretty is that? This is gonna slow me down. That's where we're going. Make up some of the trail. Gina be proud. Switched into my sun hat and put some sunscreen on. Look at that. Hopefully no more rain for the day, but it's gonna get warm. Just a quick glance at where we've been, following the power lines. Not much of a view with all the haze there. We're heading north. Still climbing just a bit. We are at the top of Peters Mountain now. Several miles of just kind of level to gentle ups and downs, but still out of breath. Moving on. Lots of this where it's high. Can't really use trekking poles on a lot of this. Closed right in. Wet. Up shoulder high or higher. Just trying to keep your eyes down on the trail. Look for rocks and snakes. Roots. Give you a little trail time here. See little yellow flowers. We're climbing. Not too steep. Almost, not quite 7 miles in. Should be coming to a meadow here. Hopefully at the top of this. That's what we got. Got us a pretty view here. Still hazy, but coming down through the, I think these are apple orchards. I don't see no apples, so who knows. You see the mountains in the background. The white blaze. And we are going down. That's always a good thing. Got us another view over the tall grass. How beautiful. Still pretty hazy. Look at that. And look at this. Somebody's brought a weed eater out here. Very grateful. Look at that. Beautiful. This is where the trail leads us. Through the fires. You know what they are. Just trying to be careful. Well, we just passed the junction with the Allegheny Trail. It looks like we got 3 more miles to go today to make 16. And it looks like it's all downhill from here. We might just take a stumble, a fall, and roll the rest of the way down. But hopefully we'll have somebody waiting there, pick us up, and go get something to drink and to eat. As usual, priorities, right? We'll see ya. Okay, we've made it to Pine Swamp Branch Shelter. Just a rock shelter, tin roof. Couple sleeping platforms. You can see it does have a fireplace in case you get cold. Some mouse defeaters, because I am sure there are mice in here. Some tent sites, picnic table, small fire ring, privy somewhere, Pine Swamp Branch Shelter. Okay, we are calling it a day. Almost 16 miles. We've made it to Peters Mountain Trailhead. Coming off the Appalachian Trail, down the side trail, and we are going to head back to Woods Hole Hostel for some more front porch sitting, porch swinging, and some good food, homemade bread, treats. Not sure what creek we have right down here. We'll have to look that up on the map, but it looks like a nice one. I don't think it's Pine Swamp Branch, but we are done for the day. I'm ready to go get cleaned up, get a nice cold Coke Zero, and lay down. See ya. Well, we come out on the trailhead at Peters Mountain. Looky here, what we got crossing the road. A big old rattlesnake. Knew they were out there, but hadn't seen them yet. Look at that guy. How big is that? Shoo-wee doggy. He knows I'm here. He's moving on. Go west, young man. He ain't gonna rattle, and I don't want to make him mad. Okay, happy gap day. It's day 6. We are going to go this morning and fill in a gap we left off because we didn't want to be late for dinner. So we are back at Pocahontas and Clendenin Road. This little short section, we're going to go south right up there back to Paris Cemetery Road BA 100 where we got off on that day 4. So that's where we went that day. And now we're headed up the hill, about 4.5 miles, and then we're gonna go where we left off yesterday with the rattlesnake. Well, I found somebody on trail here we might be able to keep up with, a new hiking partner. I think He might be a ninja turtle. I'm not sure. There he is. He's going northbound. We're going southbound though, so I'm not sure if it's gonna work out. I think he said it's time for a break anyway. Oh, maybe he's gonna go with us. Okay, we're heading south. Just did a short road walk, climbing upstairs, gonna cross over 460 and over the New River. Let's get stepping. We got this little blaze right there. Know we're going the right way. Okay, here we are, crossing over the New River on a pedestrian highway bridge. Highway 460, you can see we already hiked up that bridge top there. We got the New River. Somebody down there fishing. Bunch of kayaks getting ready to launch. And there's Speedy. Beat me across the bridge. Just missed the train, but that's the New River. And our gap section is almost complete. There's Grandpa, aka Bigfoot. A little bit more to go back to the vehicle. And then we'll be caught up on all our miles for the Appalachian Trail. Okay, we made it to the Pear Cemetery, almost to Virginia 100. We got some old tombstones here, I can't read it, 93 to 1890 something, can't read it. Not very old. A bunch of them in here.
Yeah, we went up the hill there instead of down the gravel.
Can't make out that one.
It says 4 miles.
That one was about 20-something years old. Blackburn, 23 years old. Quite a few of them. Bunch of them here. (1877 to 1914). Pear Cemetery. Okay, we got all our miles caught up. We're gonna pick up where we left off yesterday at Peters Mountain Trailhead. You can see the sign. There's Gina, there's Grandpa, and right out there is where we saw the rattlesnake yesterday afternoon. He's gone and waiting for us up on the trail. We're heading up this little trailhead here up to the Appalachian Trail and heading back north again. See you down the trail. 7.5 miles today to make it for a full 12-mile day. And then we'll see what we get into. Oh, we have this trip. We've gone through Bland and we have now left Pearisburg in our rear view mirror. And ended today, we're heading into Blacksburg, see what we can find. First green tunnel of the morning. Jean and Marie back behind us. No signs of any rattlesnakes yet. That's a good thing. Got to duck down a little bit. Up and over, underneath. It's like an obstacle course. Got some river here. Look how gorgeous that is. A rhododendron bloom. Water. Gina Marie. Let's see, we got Big Stony Creek here. Got a bridge we're going over. We're gonna cross Virginia 635. We're about 2 miles in on this trek. Big Stony Creek. Nice wide steps. Campsite down below, right on the river. There's a creek. Here we go. Stony Creek. Fishing down there. Pretty pretty. Virginia 635, heading north. This is the trail we've had the last couple miles. Look at this. Rock hopping all the way. There's not hardly a level rock there. All the way down through there. Rock, rock, rock. Okay, end up hiking on day 6. Gina's still back there. We're gonna say 12 plus miles. That was a hard day. It was definitely more than 12 miles. But second section, I don't care if I ever see that section again. Glad we did it, but it was a big chunk of climb in the beginning, followed by several miles of rock hopping that were hard on the feet, followed by another climb to get out of this dirt road where Grandpa's there to pick us up. We are heading into Blacksburg and getting showers for sure. And we're gonna start here tomorrow at Mountain Lakes Wilderness. Again, we're gonna say 12 plus miles. We made it. See ya. Okay, we made it from the rustic, quaint accommodations of Woodholes to the Holiday Inn Express in Blacksburg. Look at this. We got all kinds of space. We got the couch, double queen beds. Already got HGTV on the TV. Gina's in the shower. I'm already showered, all unpacked. Got dirty hiker laundry to go to the laundry. Little kitchenette here. We're set for a few days. So from Woods Hole to Holiday Inn Express. Whoop, whoop. We are heading into some fine dining at the Palisades in Eggleston, Virginia. Mentioned or recommended on the trail, so here we go. At the Palisades. Pizza, pizza. Look how pretty. All around. Yummy. Okay, day 7 on the Appalachian Trail. July 2nd. 2023, we're back out at Mountain Lake Wilderness, heading northbound. We've got options of 6, 8, and 13 today. Gonna be high at 87 degrees, so pretty sure we can do 6. We're probably gonna land at 8, maybe stretch it to 13 and a half to see what we can do. But this is where we left off yesterday, and we are heading north. Only 2/10 of a mile in today, and look what we got already. We are up on top of Wind Rock. Still a little bit hazy, but looks like the skies are clearing. How cool is that? Yeah. We are in the Wilderness Lake. Wilderness. Beautiful. One more view of Wind Rock before we head down the trail.
I made it.
Beautiful. We got us another little friend on the trail. Saw a garter snake earlier this morning as well, just a little 2-foot one. He ran away before we get the camera out, but this guy's a little bit slower. He's heading northbound. We've got about 3.5 miles in, or I'm sorry, I think we're about 4.5 miles in. Getting ready to head downhill and then a big old climb. That is our trail. And this little feller is just on the trail. Heading northbound, we'll pass him up. How gorgeous is this spot, guys? We made it to Warspur Shelter. Nice bench right by the shower. Talk about deluxe. Nice picnic table. This shelter is CLEAN, clean. Looks like somebody swept it out before they left. I don't know, hold 6, 8 people maybe. Warspur Shelter. Should be tanning areas. Oh, there we go. Privy there in the background. Gina, are you in there? I think she's already down the trail. Plenty of camping. Oh, she did quick business. This is Warspur Shelter. That right there deserves to be sat in for at least a minute. Okay, is Gina back there? we're coming out on Virginia 632. We've gone about 6¼ miles. We have officially left the mountain lake wilderness and entering, all I can guess is the twilight zone. So Virginia 632. Heading north 2 more miles to another road crossing. Hopefully Grandpa's bringing us some leftover pizza from last night. And that's where we've been. We're heading on. Not sure what creek we're crossing. Pretty. Good lunch spot. Nice bridge. Got the rhododendron blooms. Blooms down there. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, we made it to Rocky Gap, Virginia 601, and my hiking partner is being picked up by Grandpa. I'm going solo for the next 6.3 to... Where are we going, Grandpa? We'll get there when we get there. 6.3 miles up and over this last mountain, up to Kelly Knob, down the other side. We'll see you north. Okay, we've made it out to Kelly Knob. Supposedly there's a view out there, but that looks like some pretty gnarly jumps over some crevices I'm not sure I'm comfortable with. I'm gonna go take a look, see what we think, but I'm not placing any bets on this one. Yeah, this is as far as I'm coming. That's the view we're getting over the treetops. Not much. I don't think we'd see a whole lot more if we got out there, but that's what we got. And that is straight down. That's the leap we'd have to take there. A little shorter leap from here to there, but my life insurance is paid up. But my life is worth more than the insurance, so sorry, Gina. We're heading north. Grandpa brought us leftover pizza, Coke Zero, and cherry pie up at Rocky Gap for dessert, so that was a hard climb after eating that big old lunch, but it felt good this last mile, kind of going along the ridge. From here, I think we head down for a couple miles and back over one more small mountain and be done for the day. Right now we're sitting at about 10.5 miles for the day. It is hot, it is hazy, it's supposed to be 87. Okay, we're at almost 12 miles for the day. Made it to Laurel Creek Shelter, fire pit, picnic table. Nice big old shelter. Clean. Laurel Creek. Privy. Way back yonder, maybe. Don't see it. Lots of campsites. Laurel Creek Shelter. Looking good. Get me a drink of water here and head on down. Let's see. Turn you around here. That is where we're heading. Full sunshine out into the pastures for about a couple miles. Full sun. So got the floppy hat, got the sunglasses, put on some sunscreen, got a good drink of water. We're ready for the haul. Again, it was supposed to be high 87. I'm not sure what it is, but it is warm. I'll show you what we got. How pretty is this? How'd you like to live way over there? Middle of nowhere. Show you a view when we get one. But we're heading through Catawba Valley. A few more miles yet for the end of the day. Huffing and a puffing. That's what we got. Heading north. Another view off the other side of the farm. Going through the pastures, following the white blazes. Another through hiker up ahead of me. It's beautiful, but it is warm. Let's see, getting ready to cross the highway. That's where we've been, finishing up the fields. Let's see, I think we crossed this road in 0.8 miles to the next road crossing where we get picked up. We've done about 14 and a half so far. And we said for today we were only gonna do 6, 8, or 13 and a half. I don't know what happened, but it's gonna be 15 and a half. We're moving on. I thought farmers' fields were supposed to be flat. We've been climbing. Look how gorgeous this is. Last view before we're heading back in the woods for our final push to the end of the day. That's where we're heading back into the woods there. One final view. Beautiful land. Let's do it. I'm in grass up to my head, but look at this view over top of the grass. Oh, and look what popped up right there. Oh, huh. Can't beat that, can you? Didn't know she was there. To God be the glory. Look how pretty. That was a treat. Finishing up here. Okay, folks, I finished my day. Reached Virginia 6:30. 13 and a half miles turned into 15 and a half miles. And my shuttle is nowhere to be seen. So I guess I'm gonna sit here by Sinking Creek, enjoy the scenery, and sit on a guardrail, hold it down for a while, I guess. Here's the view of Sinking Creek. We'll go try and figure out where the AT goes from here. We came out here. That's where we came out. Tomorrow, let's see. There's a blaze right over there in the guardrail. So we'll head that direction more than likely tomorrow. I see it now. Tomorrow, we'll head right into the woods here, and first thing we'll get to see is the Kiefer Oak. Something about the biggest oak on the Appalachian Trail, something along that lines. To be continued tomorrow. Let's enjoy Sinking Creek. To the cellar for dinner afterwards. Like stuff, the cellar here. Yeah. Okay, day 8, July 3rd, last day on trail. You can see the Appalachian Trail there. We're at Virginia 6:30. We're gonna go about 11 miles today to Virginia 6:21. We're gonna see some shelters, some views, some power lines, and the oldest oak on the Appalachian Trail. They're the biggest. Plus, we're gonna cross 100-mile mark for this trip. See you down the trail. We are climbing very first thing, but you can see we got an old barn or shelter of some sort there. Old barn, but we're heading upwards. Okay, here it is. Kiefer Oak on the Appalachian Trail. Largest oak tree on the Appalachian Trail. I think it says it's over 300 years old. How they know that, I don't know. Kiefer Oak. I don't know who Kiefer is. Chipmunk. Okay, better view from this side. We made it to the Kiefer Oak, the oldest oak on the Appalachian Trail, or the largest oak on the Appalachian Trail. Look how big that guy is. Over 300 years old. I don't think Gina and I could get our arms around that big boy. But that is a big one. Again, over 300 years old, the Kiefer Oak, largest oak on the Appalachian Trail. Got blue skies today. I think it's supposed to get up into the Low 80s. Gina's already gone on. She ain't got time for this. Another quick look of the Kiefer oak there. We are out in the pastures again. Head north. Gina's taking off like a rocket out of sight. Looky here, we got a pair of turtles on the trail. Either dueling turtles or, I don't know, boyfriend, girlfriend maybe. One's hiding, one's shy, one's on the lookout. That's our trail right there. There's our two turtles for the day. What's our turtle count up to, Gina? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 turtles for the trip. Okay, we just passed 100-mile mark, whoop whoop, for this trip. So our goal was to do 119. We didn't quite make that. We'll probably finish at 109 for the day. We'll see what the GPS says by the end of the day, but just crossed 100 miles in 8 days. Another brief view through the power lines. You can see out in the distance there. Gina Marie, and out the other side. Trail goes down through there, back in the woods again. We are almost to the top, probably another mile climbing. Okay, we made it to the section where they have rock cairns. They say farmers way back in the day put these up here. I don't know, clearing the fields or directionals or what, but there's several of them scattered throughout the next few miles. You can see one over there, one back over there, one there, but that's a big one right back there.
There's one over here too.
There's Gina. There's one over in the woods there. But we're up on the ridge for a few miles now. Looky what a view here on top of the rocks. Hazy. This is what we're trying to get up and over and across. We just came up and that thing right there. There goes Gina Marie. Let her go first. She's cautious. Got us another critter. I assume that's a newt. See if we can get him to move here without losing him on the film. Little critter. Oh. I think he's playing dead. Okay, we'll step over him. That's how I feel right now. Just a slight view through the trees. Nice breeze. We are almost 5.5 miles in. This is our view. Pretty hazy. This is our trail. That's where we come from. And if I can skip down over there, that's where we're going. You can see the white blaze on the surface and slant. How beautiful. Got a little bit of a drizzle. Cool us off. Another picture of our trail here. Off the right shoulder. Going across the rocks. There's our white blaze, up and over. We can do it. Jeannie's getting mad at me. She don't want to buy me a new phone. Little does she know it's insured. There is our view. There is our Wonder Woman. Keep going. There's our blaze. There's our views. There's Gina Marie. Wonder Woman. Here we get a flat spot. Kinda. There's our white blaze. Here's our view. Up and over the rocks again. We're on top of the world. Gorgeous. Here she comes. Look at that. Let's see. You see our white blaze down there on the rock? We got to get down that. I'm going to put this up. Another pretty view up along the ledges here. It's our trail. Last view. Up and over. Nice cool breeze. That's where we come from. Trail maintainers back there doing a little work. So this is the last view until I forget what the memorial is coming up. Audie Murphy, I believe it was, a decorated war hero that died in a plane crash not far from here. I don't think we're getting to that this trip. I think it'll be next trip. Oh. Huffing and a puffing. Hopefully we start going down pretty soon. Not the quick way though. Almost to the end here. Okay, we made it for the Eastern Continental Divide. This is the spot where that direction all the water flows down to the Mississippi River and into the Gulf of Mexico.
Nope.
Just the rivers. Flows into the James River, into the Atlantic. That way all the water flows to the Mississippi River and Gulf of Mexico. So there you have it. You heard it here first on the AT. Okay, we made it to the Naday shelter, about 9.3 miles in for the day. Picnic table, fire ring, bench, steps going up into the shelter. I don't know how many that'll hold, probably 8. That's what we got, the Naday shelter. There should be a privy around here somewhere. I think I see it kind of up there on the hillside. But this is the day shelter. We got about 1.5 miles and we are done for the day. Heading out. Okay, day 8 wrap up. Last day, we've made it 11 miles. You can see everything's green around us as we're coming down here. A trip and fall almost. Gina's in front of me. She said she wanted to be the one to finish first. So 11 miles today. But we're coming out onto Virginia 621. Grandpa's back there a bit. Coming up behind us. We saw some views, saw some turtles, and a shelter. But we are coming out. We'll do a hike recap in just a minute. Okay, hike recap. We came out of the woods right back there. Did we make it 119 miles for the weekend over 8 days? No, we did not. But we did make it 109 miles overall over 8 days. Full disclosure, we did go home between days 3 and 4 and worked 2 days, moved to piano, celebrated my 52nd birthday. So that just goes to show you this fat old man still got it. 109 miles over 8 days. Had good weather, a little bit hot, a little bit of rain. Had some good wildlife, good trail, good shuttle driving, good hiking partners. So we'll see you again next time. Next time we got the Virginia Triple Crown big hike. So come join us.